Stay with me. Everything will be all right.
A man lay bleeding on the side of a deserted highway, his motorcycle crushed under twisted steel. Traffic sped by, drivers staring but not stopping. Then one man, exhausted, bruised, and carrying the quiet weight of fatherhood, slammed on his brakes. He didn't know the stranger he was about to save rode with one of the most feared biker brotherhoods in America. But his choice would change everything. Rain slicked the asphalt, painting the highway in glistening streaks of red and gold under the setting sun. A shattered motorcycle smoked in the ditch, its rider lying motionless on the shoulder. Cars whizzed past, faces behind glass windows glancing once, then speeding away. No one stopped. No one dared. Then a beat-up pickup truck jerked to a halt. Its driver, a man with tired eyes and strong, calloused hands, leapt into the storm. His boots splashed through puddles as he sprinted toward the wreck. "Stay with me," he murmured, kneeling beside the biker. His voice was steady, but his heart pounded like thunder in his chest. He didn't know the man's name. He didn't see the patches on the man's torn leather vest. All he saw was a broken body fighting for breath. The man's name was Jack Rivers, a single father who had learned to live with exhaustion as his shadow. He worked 2 jobs, raised his young daughter alone, and carried scars from a military life he never spoke about. At night, he'd tuck his daughter in, whispering promises that she'd always be safe. Promises he wasn't sure he believed himself. Jack's life had taught him that heroes weren't the ones on magazine covers. They were the ones who quietly stood up when no one else would. Tonight, he was proving it again. Jack pressed his jacket against the biker's wound, feeling the warm rush of blood seep into his hands. The smell of gasoline filled the air, sharp and suffocating. His thoughts flashed to his daughter asleep at home. If something happened to him, she'd wake up to an empty house. Still, he didn't hesitate. Moments stretched into eternity before paramedics arrived. Jack stepped back, soaked, shaking, and silent as they lifted the biker into the ambulance. No one asked for his name. No one thanked him. The flashing lights disappeared into the rain, leaving him alone on the empty road. 2 days later, Jack's world shifted again. He was sitting at a diner with his daughter when a group of men walked in, their leather vests stitched with skulls, flames, and a name whispered with both fear and respect: the Hells Angels. The diner went silent. Conversations died mid-sentence. All eyes turned as the men scanned the room. One of them, a giant of a man with weathered skin and a braided beard, strode toward Jack's table. Jack's hand instinctively went to his daughter's shoulder, ready for trouble. But the man stopped, removed his sunglasses, and spoke in a voice heavy with respect. "You're the one who pulled our brother out of the wreck," he said. Jack nodded, unsure. The biker leaned closer, his tone low and reverent. "He's alive because of you." One by one, the other men stood behind him. They didn't speak. They didn't need to. The entire diner watched in stunned silence as the feared riders, known for chaos and strength, offered a quiet salute. Jack's daughter looked up at him, eyes wide. "Daddy, are they protecting us?" He smiled faintly. "They're saying thank you, sweetheart." From that day forward, Jack never ate alone in that diner. The bikers, once a name whispered with fear, became silent guardians. Jack had no patch, no colors, no reputation. He only had a heart that refused to look away when someone needed him. Sometimes, he would later tell his daughter, being brave doesn't mean being fearless. It means doing what's right, even when no one's watching. And now, the man who once drove alone through storms walked with quiet respect trailing behind him. Not because he asked for it, but because he earned it in the moments that mattered most.